The ACLJ has filed a preliminary injunction motion against California Governor Gavin Newsom, the California Health Commissioner, and two different county health commissioners because of the ban California put in place, remember, specifically on churches or places of worship, a ban on singing. We're in federal court. What does it mean now that we filed this?
A preliminary injunction is asking the judge to rule in effect on the case earlier rather than later. So what we're asking the judge here is to allow singing in churches in California, in the counties in which we're suing now, and then as the case proceeds, that injunction is in place until the end of the case. So a judge can enter a preliminary injunction and then 6 months later, whenever, change his or her mind. But in the interim, because there are constitutional rights at issue and the right to worship is protected by the First Amendment, people should have that right and be able to exercise that right while the case proceeds.
Religious speech, freedom of religion is particularly and specific protected under the Constitution. So this double standard that's going on, I think you just got to keep bringing these cases, and maybe one of them, somebody will say, one of these justices that's denying these churches' rights is going to say, you know what, this is ridiculous. We shouldn't allow this to happen. That's what you got to hope. So that's why you keep bringing them, and that's exactly what we're doing on that and so many other issues right now. We're very, very busy.
I've known Congresswoman Elise Stefanik for a long time. My wife, Anna, has worked with Elise before she decided to become a public servant herself, and she is joining us now on the broadcast. She represents New York's 21st Congressional District. Elise, it's great to have you on, Congresswoman.
Hi, I'm so excited to join your show, Jordan.
A lot of families are worried about education. I know that's more of a state issue, but that Congress is looking at taking federal action as well.
It is. It's an issue for every family, and not just higher education, but K through 12 education. And certainly families in my district and families across the country, they want certainty and they want to make sure that their kids are continuing to learn. In my district, I know that families and school superintendents and teachers are putting forth proposals as to how we can get kids safely back to school this fall. Republicans have put forth significant funding to ensure that our school districts have the resources they need to do that. $105 billion of direct aid to school districts. And my concern of what we've seen, given the shutdown and the learning from home, is not every student has equal opportunity in the sense that there's a huge digital divide in this country. So if you are in a rural environment or rural school district, in some cases in my district, over 50% of the students do not have access to rural broadband. So that impedes their ability to do the online studying. It also has significantly hurt our students with special needs and disabilities, where it's been very difficult to have this remote learning. So we have to make sure that we're serving every single student, and that means safely getting our students, teachers, and staff back to school. It's going to be different, but we absolutely need to make sure that we're educating every kid across this country.